This is Ben Davison. Subscribe to Stephen Icon.
Okay, so I was going through Instagram late last night, as I would normally do, and a post popped up from John Fury where he put out a video going in on Jake Paul for not being enrolled in VADA. Now, I could just post the footage here on this channel and just do what IFL TV do and make money off of somebody else's work, but I'm not going to do that. So I'm actually going to put a link to it in the description box, and it doesn't matter whether or not you've got Instagram or not. Click the link and you better watch it anyway. Okay, now within this one, he's saying how Tommy, he'll quite happily sign up with VADA, but why is Jake Paul refusing to do so? He says that if you refuse to sign up for PD testing, then it's a sign of guilt, in his opinion. And he says that you can test a Fury every day of the week, 10 times on a Sunday, and something about Jake Paul's beard. I don't know what he's getting at about the beard. I mean, maybe some of you can enlighten me about that one. I'm not a PD expert, by the way, not something like that I really look into. But he says that even if Jake Paul is on steroids, he's on PEDs, they will fight him anyway because the opportunity is too good to turn down. And he says we're not even bothered if he is on steroids because Tommy will mow through him anyway. But what John Fury's saying here, he's right. And we can't disagree with it because, I mean, in my opinion, and I think most of your opinions as well, there's no place for PEDs. Now, people can say, but everybody's on it. Okay, maybe they are. And I know some people try and divert it onto other fighters and whatever else. Okay, but this is John Fury, so we have to keep it close to home when it comes to John Fury because it's him that put out this video. Now, I don't know whether John is aware when he says that, you can test Tommy, you can test Tyson, you can test a Fury every day of the week and 10 times on a Sunday. As John forgot that Tyson has a 2-year ban on his resume. Was it for Nandrolone, wasn't it? He has a 2-year ban on it. Now, personally, I don't think Tyson intentionally took anything. I'm not saying nothing was found in his system. And I maintained that when I was doing videos on it. When it was all happened, and I even had a couple of them taken down, and I got threats and that over it, where I went in on the British Box Border Control and UCAD for their handling of Tyson. I thought that they'd done Tyson dirty. I really did. I think that they intentionally kept him out of boxing. But at the same time, as much as he accepted guilt for it, for whatever reason it may be, personally, I think that he just accepted it just so he can get his license back. Personally, that's my opinion. That don't mean I'm right. Maybe he was juicing. I have no idea. I don't believe so. That's not something that I think that Peter would ever condone. Now, is it the wild boar? Maybe. I don't know, is the honest answer. But one thing I will say, though, when it comes to Tyson and that 2-year ban, firstly, why did it take him so damn long to finally investigate it? Because a lot of people have this misconception when it comes to Tyson that it happened around the Vladimir Klitschko fight. No, that's not true at all. It's not true. It actually happened in between the Derek Chisora and Christian Hammer fight. It happened then. That's when the finding was brought up, okay? But Tyson didn't know about it, the world didn't know about it until way after the Vladimir Klitschko fight. So you're talking, what, 18 months or something like that? Which is disgusting, right? Now, if they're going to give him a 2-year backdated ban, why is it that they give you a 2-year backdated ban? And it could have been 8 years, by the way. But why did they give him a 2-year backdated ban from the moment that they concluded it? Well, surely you give him a 2-year ban from when the test was done. So therefore, Christian Hammer and Vladimir Klitschko should be wiped from the record, shouldn't they? They should be redrawn as no contests. In theory. Thankfully, it's not, because I like the fact that Tyson Fury beat Klitschko. I do. I really do. But this is their rules. This is how they do it. But it is two-faced of John to say these kind of things. When you refuse to sign up for testing, when Tyson refused testing. He did. He kicked them out of his gym. There's plenty of stories about it, where Peter had to go chasing after them to try and convince them to come back. I forget whether or not they did come back and test him. I do forget that point. But Tyson kicked him out and refused to do testing. That was down to, I believe, that he just found out about his UCAD sample, that they were investigating him or about to question him for it. As I said, I don't believe Tyson intentionally took anything. I really don't. How something got into his system, I don't know. Maybe it is wild boar. I don't know. But he did refuse testing. So does that mean Tyson was guilty? I think John needs to be careful with his words. He really, really does. But again, when it comes around to testing as well, now I don't know whether or not Jake Paul is enrolled in the Olympic-style American testing that many of the athletes, not just boxers, but athletes in general in America, are enrolled in. Okay? Whereas here in the UK, if you've got a British Box Border Control license, then you are automatically enrolled in UCAD, which is random yearly testing. I don't mean once a year. They could turn up at any point, as many times as they like, over a 12-month period, at any location where you are, and just insist on testing. That's UCAD. VADA, now I know that there's different ways of doing with VADA, but what I hear from some of the fighters who are enrolled in VADA, when I've spoken to them with it, is that most of the testing, I mean, sometimes you don't get tested at all. I mean, that's one of the things. But most of the testing, when it does happen, is during camp. Outside of camp, they don't usually test you. That's what I'm hearing. Is that true? Hey, some of you will be more enlightened than what I am on that. But Tyson is not enrolled in UCAD. So while he says that Tommy has been on testing that before, yeah, UCAD, not VADA. Why would Tommy Fury be on VADA? Why would Jake Paul be on VADA? This is a 4-0 versus a 7-0. How many 4-0s or 7-0s are enrolled in VADA? Not too many is the truth of it. Not too many at all, because most people, most professional boxers, only sign up for VADA because they have no choice. If you want to be ranked in the top 15 of the WBC and the WBA, you must be enrolled in VADA. Random testing, most of it is during camp. Otherwise, you can't be ranked in the top 15. But again, the WBC, they did rank Tyson in the top 15 when he was about to take on Deontay Wilder for the first time. And he wasn't enrolled in VADA. So they actually went against their rules. They did. And Tyson didn't actually sign up for VADA until, what was it, about 6 weeks before the fight or something like that? When it's supposed to be a minimum of 3 months. So was Tyson refusing to do it? I don't know. I really don't know the answers. But the point is, as much as John Fury is correct with what he says about a lot of the things, yes, they should be testing. Whether it's VADA, I don't know whether or not it should be VADA. But it's not like a 4-0 and a 7-0 is going to be fighting for a top 15 ranking, is it? It's not like they're going to be fighting for a belt, is it? They're not. It's effectively an exhibition. I think John Fury is... I don't want to call him two-faced, because I don't think it's necessarily two-faced, but he does need to watch his words a little bit more carefully. He does, because while he can go on about VADA and anything like that, he does realise that one of his kids, i.e. Tyson, does have a 2-year ban on his resume. He does. And he's not enrolled in UCAD either, is he? As far as I'm aware, he's not, because he doesn't have a British Box Border Control licence. So, John, just be careful, eh? Let's not be two-faced about it, all right? Anyway, my thoughts, you drop me yours, click thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next video.